Have you ever felt invisible? Or seen something that others dismissed as useless and wondered if it could become something beautiful? Tonight's story begins with Eli, a small child in a rundown neighborhood who noticed what no one else did, the hidden potential in broken, forgotten things. People laughed at him. They said, "Why bother with that junk?" But Eli believed that even the smallest scrap could tell a story, and that even a poor child could create miracles. Tonight, we follow Eli on a journey that turns trash into treasure and teaches a town the power of imagination, perseverance, and hope. Eli lived in a small, run-down neighborhood at the edge of town. The streets were littered with broken toys, rusted bicycles, and scraps of wood. Most children played inside their homes. Most adults walked past the trash without noticing. But Eli didn't see trash. He saw opportunity. A broken chair leg could become a toy horse. Discarded bottles could turn into a colorful mobile. Old boxes could become forts, robots, and kingdoms. He didn't have money for new toys or books. He didn't have fancy tools or materials. All he had was imagination and a heart that refused to waste anything. At first, neighbors laughed. "Why are you collecting that junk? Don't you have better things to do?" Eli ignored them. He would spend hours sorting scraps, painting, gluing, and assembling. Soon, he had little treasures, tiny wooden animals, paper boats, and sculptures made of wire and tin. He would leave them outside, hoping someone would notice. At first, no one did. But little by little, curiosity began to stir. One morning, Mrs. Lopez, an elderly neighbor, noticed a row of colorful paper flowers lining her doorstep. "They're beautiful," she said softly. Eli smiled shyly. "That's not all," he said, showing her a tiny car made from bottle caps. Word spread slowly. Neighbors began to peek over fences to see what he was making. Some began to offer scraps, old ribbons, leftover paint, broken tools. Eli's imagination transformed the neighborhood bit by bit. People who had been blind to their surroundings now saw the potential in what they once ignored. One day, Eli's teacher announced a school art competition. "You must make something from recycled materials," she said. Eli's eyes lit up. He gathered all the pieces he had collected over months: wire, tin, bottle caps, broken toys, and scraps of cardboard. He built a miniature city, complete with bridges, houses, parks, and vehicles. Every piece had a story, and every story carried hope. The judges were amazed. They awarded Eli first place and asked him to speak about his work. Eli said softly, "Everything has value. You just have to look closely." Eli didn't stop with school. The neighborhood soon followed his example. The vacant lot near the corner became a community garden, decorated with colorful recycled art. Broken furniture was repaired and shared with families who needed it. Children learned to create toys from scraps instead of waiting for expensive ones. even adults began to see differently. They realized that what they once discarded could bring joy, beauty, and purpose. Eli's simple acts taught the town a profound lesson: that creativity, patience, and vision could transform even the most neglected spaces. Years later, Eli reflected on his childhood. He understood now that life was a lot like his neighborhood trash. People and moments are often overlooked, undervalued, and dismissed. But with care, imagination, and love, what seems worthless can become extraordinary. He realized the truth he had lived every day. Small acts of creativity, kindness, and hope can ripple outward, changing everything. So tonight, remember Eli and the treasures he saw in what others discarded. Your small efforts, your patience, your kindness, even your imagination, they matter. The things you create, the love you give, the hope you nurture can transform not just your life, but the world around you. Sleep peacefully tonight, with a heart open to the hidden beauty in everything. Good night, and may your dreams be colorful, magical, and full of possibility.